We're gonna play a little Big Dog right now by Father Indigo. Let everyone get a chance to get notified, whoever YouTube's gonna notify anyways. And we have a little conversation here. Great seeing you, Brother Sly, Donald Kimbrough.
Uniting all the nations, ain't about to lie for patience. Cooking pizza, having aprons, angelic in my cadence. These cause separations, sending light, moving blatant. Every God been waiting. Initiating stations, periods, rising vibrations. Open up your heart to my Lord right now. Call is too late, time to bring my crown. Don't believe it's water, non-believers must drown. Don't need a Bentley, cause my tribe must bow. Been hated on since the king touched down. Everything you owe us, you must bring us now. Big God, big God, big God.
All praises, Black Mama. We appreciate you. Grand Rising family. It's great to be here. Great to have the opportunity to share this knowledge and understanding with everyone. Chance to grow. Chance to get clarification, because you're not going to get clarification from very many people in this world. I just want you guys to know, first and foremost, that my big brother is a bitch. Our big brother is pulling a lot of bitch shit out here in these streets now. And many of the other nations are now starting to see. Now they're starting to see the stuff that we have gone through. Now they're getting an opportunity to see how it feels to have their families torn apart. Now they're seeing that, oh no, this is not right. I have constitutional rights. I have rights. This is not constitutional. Where's your warrant? Why? You can't do this. Where's your warrant? As I was listening to Sister Lisa's video, and she was showing, ICE going in and taking families down, going into neighborhoods, tearing families apart. Now everybody's like, hey, this is not lawful. Hey, this is not fair. Hey, this is not right. But see, when it happened to us, you guys were on the sideline saying, what? Hey man, just comply. Don't fight back. Just comply. Those are the laws. You can't fight the laws. That's what that's what it says. That's, hey man, so that the white man would be like, hey, see, why don't you be model citizens like these people over here? And you got plenty of our own people. Hey, that's the law. That's what it says. That's what you have to do. Plenty of these Vassals doing the same thing. But now you're seeing that you were not immune to this. All it was going to be was a matter of time before everything went against you. And it's barely a little bit over 100 days. If this dude's even in office, or I'm just saying, like, if this whole situation continues for 4 years, he's going to continue doing this and ramping it up more and more. He's going to ramp it up more and more. And hey, where are your churches? That's what I want to know. Where are your priests? Where is the Catholic Church? Where are your pastors? Where are your black pastors who are supposed to stand up for everybody? Where are the white pastors? They're supposed to stand up for everybody. John 3:16. You're supposed to take care of the stranger. All that BS. Where's John 3:16 at? Where's Galatians 3:28 at? I haven't seen any priests going out there to go against ICE. It's not, any protests, any of that stuff. Where are they at? Where are they at? I mean, just asking for a friend. Where are your churches at that you've been giving all this money to? You've been running to church and having your kids going through their communions and everything else and being presented to the church and everything else. And you've been doing all this stuff for white Jesus. Where's white Jesus at right now? Y'all trying to talk about, we stood up to ICE. We surrounded their truck. Yeah, and what do? They just tossed some grenades on your asses and made you get out the way, and they kept on doing their job, right? Oh, it's a bunch of sellouts. I saw a bunch of brown people and black people, working with ICE. Yeah, we've been telling you about sellouts this whole damn time. There's plenty of sellouts for Esau. They've been here. They've been in law enforcement. See, you guys were the ones that kind of pushed the whole, well, it's all black people, you know, those are your brothers, you know. No, they're not. Those are your brothers. They're not mine. Vassals and Vassals, they're slaves to the system. They don't have an opportunity to think for themselves. They just take orders. But what you gotta understand is, all you immigrants, everybody who's stuck in the middle right now, who's getting all this work right now, you don't realize that because they didn't teach you about Jacob and Esau. All of you are stuck in the middle of a fight between two brothers. That is what you guys are all stuck in between. This is a battle between the chosen Israelites and Esau. Esau had his opportunity to rule and reign. He invited you to his party. He allowed you to come to his party and be part of his group. But if you went with Esau, you were not going to learn. You were not going to grow. You're not going to be able to question anything. And you just take whatever benefits and dainties he gives you, and that's all you get. And yeah, apparently most of you said, that's cool with me, so long as I'm not put over here with the Negroes, with the so-called black people. But again, it isn't. Again, that is a way to hide who we are. We're not black. We're not Hamites. And even within the Negro grouping, the vast majority of them are not in this truth. So once you really find someone that's really in this truth, those are the ones you are to cleave to. Those are the ones you are to listen to. Those are the ones you are to follow and support. Not just any Negro will do. See, you think, you know, they've gotten plenty. The vast majority of our people are a bunch of sellouts to this system. The vast majority of all of your groups are sellouts to the system. Vast majority of Latinos, vast majority of Asians, East Indians, white people, and everything else. They're all sellouts. This is why the Bible tells you to test the spirit. That's the only way you're going to know who the Most High is dealing with. Because the Most High is only dealing with a very small group of people. Small group of people that he has chosen, that he sent the Holy Spirit to. Now, I'm going to show you again how this Kenyan beast, I'm like, from the looks of like where he's at, it looks like he's in Africa. And I'm like, how in the hell are you going to be talking about that Latinos and black people have suffered the same things? No, we haven't. Because first and foremost, black Americans doesn't exist. Latinos doesn't exist. It's either sheep or goats. That's it. That's it. But this dude wants to talk about what's happening in America from Africa. He wants to talk about what's happening here in America from Africa. How do you figure that out? How do you fix your face to even say this kind of stuff? Talking about how, well, you know, black people and Latinos have suffered the same things. No, we haven't. It was literally like the first couple of minutes. And the reason I'm saying we have not is, look, there's going to be... Hold on.
Okay, I'm just going to say something that needs to be said among Latinos.
You guys keep saying Latinos and Mex. What were you before the Spaniards got here? You speak Spanish. That's what, like, you're in the fake borders for Mexico. You speak Spanish and you're Catholic. Those are all Spanish things. It's from Spain. Unless you're a Spaniard, a white Spaniard, that's not your original culture. So again, when you're saying that we've experience the same things, that's a lie. Because the Spaniards allowed the natives, the so-called natives, and the the Chinos and anyone else to be white. So as soon as they were allowed to be white passing, get benefits from being white, and excluded from being black, the whole experience is totally different. We were considered black or Negroes. We were not allowed to join the church. This is what happens when you look at history. You're not going to be able to run away from the papal bulls. And in 1502, you made black people chattel slavery. Did they do that to Latinos? Were Latinos chattel slavery? Were they stuck being enslaved and animal, being considered animals, and you could do whatever you want to? Were they getting branded? Were they getting their families torn apart? Were they doing any of that stuff? No. Why? Because they all wanted to not be considered us. So to fix your face to say that we've all suffered the same things is an outright damn lie. And you're working for Esau, and you're making up shit in Africa when you're not even over here. The only people that can talk about if someone is, has gone through the same things as we have is us. We don't need another mouthpiece from Psalms 83 to tell us who went through the same stuff that we went through, when they won't even talk about history. They're in no position to say, oh yeah, the Latinos and the black people, they went through the same stuff. No, they didn't. We are the only people that can say, yes, you went through the same stuff as us. Yes, you can come in. Yes, you're accepted. Yes, you can cleave. That is it. No Africans can say that. You can't say that. You guys, Latinos, you guys can't say that either. Asians can't say that. East Indians can't say that. Only the people that have been awakened by the Most High, we are the only people that matter at this point. The rest of you don't matter. What you say does not matter. What you guys say does not matter. Now look, in every group, because we were all over the world. So therefore, you're going to have Israelites in all groups, but they're not going to be considered Africans. These are all brand new names. They're not going to be considered Mexicans, Brazilians, Americans, none of that stuff. All of those are all bywords. It has nothing to do with who's chosen and who's not. So you're not going to sit there and say that kind of crap that we all suffered the same stuff. I'm going to play the first couple of minutes of this video. It's called Latinos Turning on Their Own for Disrespecting Black People. I'm like, you guys ain't turning on your own. It doesn't even matter, because again, you didn't disrespect black people. You disrespected the Most High's chosen people. You guys were not disrespecting Hamites. Hamites were your priests. You got Hamites that come over here as your priests. Were you disrespecting the priests? No, you were bowing down, doing whatever it is that they tell you to do. It was a specific type of black person, and it is an Israelite. So-called Negroes. Not all. And the thing is that it doesn't even matter now. That's what y'all always want to, you always want to push it's all of this and all of that. We don't push that. I'm telling you that most of us aren't even in this truth in the first place. So it doesn't even matter. The numbers don't matter, like as to if it's not all or nothing. That's Edomite, that's how the Edomites do it. Okay? So I'm gonna play this video, a little bit of part of this.
Among the Latino community, especially among Chicano community, Mexican Americans, Latino Americans, okay? If it wasn't for black culture, black people, black communities, black leaders, black artists, black music, all of it, if it wasn't for that, we would have an entirely different experience in the United States.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching my videos from. Welcome back to my YouTube space. Thank you so much for being here. My returning subscribers, I love you so much. My new subscribers, you are at my heart. Please make sure you subscribe on my videos for you to watch good videos. Now, today I'm going to talk about Latinos. I know as black people, We have something with Latinos. First, we have our differences with Latinos. Second, we have our similarities with Latinos. Similarities is that we are all going through the same oppressor. We are all facing the same issues. Talk about
see the BS right there. That's what I'm like, what? You're in Africa, bruh. You don't even know what the hell's going on over here. I don't talk about African issues. I don't talk about what's going on in Africa because it has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. So you should keep your mouth shut talking about what's going on over here when it has nothing to do with you. Saying that we're going with the same oppressors, that's a lie. And we have the same issues, that's a lie. When we were getting our families ripped apart, were the Latinos going through that? No. In fact, many of them were buying our people. Many of them were branding our people. Many of them were raping our women. So again, how are you saying that we've all gone through the same stuff? That's not the case at all. But this is why they talk to you about being black. So you can just weasel your way in to talk about Israelite issues. The only people that were put at the bottom and had to go through 400 plus years of all of this horrible treatment were Israelites, not Hamites. Not Hamites. You Hamites, just like all the other immigrants, all the other groups, were stuck in the middle between Israel and Esau. Jacob and Esau. That is it. That's all that this is. You guys were, when we were at the top and moved to the bottom, and then Esau was moved to the top, y'all were stuck in the middle. And y'all had to make a decision. Do you want to be with Esau? Or did you want to go through the curses with the Israelites? Y'all said, the vast majority of y'all said, hell no, we want to be like Esau. We want to be a wild man. We want to be a reprobate. Because that's what he is. He allowed you to come up here a little bit away from us and be treated somewhat like a human. Somewhat. Okay? But what you guys never realized is that in 2019 was the switch. The end of 2019, that was the end of the party. That was it. The switch is here. We are now up here because the Most High turned his face back to us. Isaiah 14, read it for yourself. And he turned his face away from Esau, which now puts him down here. Okay, that's what's going on. You guys are all stuck in the middle, but you made a covenant with the one that was here that's now here. So now you are moved from being in the middle, upper middle, whatever else, to now being down here. Now all of a sudden, the same treatment that we were getting, that you were following along with, watching, and not saying a word about, now you're getting. And you're so stuck with, you know, being so white passing, wanting to be the white man, wanting to be there with him and everything else. Now you're realizing that comes with consequences. And the only ones that are going to be able to get some type of mercy are the ones that are going to cleave now to the ones that are on top. And the ones that are on top, I'll let you know, that's us. And then what the other black people are going to try to say is, oh yeah, all of us. Oh yeah, we were all down here and now we're all up here. No, that's not how this works. That's why Kenyan Beast is trying to, oh yeah, we were all went through the same stuff. We were all down here. Now we're all up here. No, that's not how it works, bro. Not at all. You were right here with the white man, with Esau, right here looking down on us when we were at the bottom. You were right there getting all the benefits up here and looking down at us. You thought that it was always going to be like it was before 2019. You thought it was always going to be that way. And we were telling you, hey, eventually this is going to switch. Have your fun. Talk your shit. Have your fun. Talk your shit. Go right ahead. Because the Most High told us in Baruch Just suffer these things the Most High has brought on you patiently. Suffer these things that the Most High has brought on you patiently. Because the one that put you in this position is going to raise you up. And now you can see that we are raised up. We are on top again. We ain't wasting our time trying to, invite people in that never wanted to be down in the first place. The tables have turned. We don't have to wait for them to turn in the future and in years to come. They're already turned. They're already switched. That's what, because everybody's gonna be, you don't own everything. Yeah, we do. We do own everything. Everything that you guys have is ours. It's just a matter of time before you realize it. When Moses came and he first spoke with the Pharaoh, and they had the whole confrontation with the sticks, the staffs, and the snakes, Egypt was already done. Egypt was done. The time of Egypt being on top was already over with. The people didn't realize it yet. The Pharaoh didn't realize it yet. But their rule and reign was already done as soon as the Most High, hey, Moses, get my people. Moses, take your staff, take Aaron, go get my people. It was done. It took you guys a little time to figure it out, but it was already done. Because when the Most High sends us on a mission, the mission will be completed. The mission is already complete before we even step on the battlefield. Now you can deny it all you want. You can enjoy whatever little fun you have. That's my house. Those are my parks. And you walk like that. And you say that, you put that out there. Because again, what we say with the power of the Most High and the Holy Spirit, we're saying the things that He's already proclaimed in the spirit realm. We're not saying these things based on our own emotions or our own thought processes. These are things that have been ordained in the spirit realm that are already here. You guys can't even stand up to anything that we say. Why is that? Because like I told you, my big brother is a bitch. He won't stand up to anybody. He only wants to play all hard when he's on top, when he's got all of his all these people from Psalms 83 around him, when he's got his vassals and blastals. That's when he wants to talk shit. That's when he wants to talk all this shit about, we're a strong country, we're this, we're that. When everybody agrees, when they're in their blessing. Hey, it's easy to talk shit when you're up 20, when you're up 30, and there's only like 10 seconds left. That's the time y'all want to talk shit. We talking shit now when things haven't even switched yet. We're standing up in front of you now while you still out here outwardly looks like you still run shit. We're here telling you you don't run shit, you don't know shit, and you can't prove any of the shit you've been saying. You can't prove anything, even though 99% of the world is still sitting here going to your churches and everything else. I'm still here standing telling you, you don't know shit. You don't know anything. You won't come over here and say anything. You won't prove anything that we say wrong. That's what people who stand on real business, who really have faith in the Most High, that's what they do. That's what they do. They don't care who's around. We don't care how many people say, no, that's not true. We don't care. We can stand up in great boldness in front of 99% of the world and say, we are the people of the Most High. You are dwelling on our lands, and you're going to give it all back. We're going to get it all back. It's already written. All we have to do is sit there and claim it. Claim it out loud. Claim it out here in the ether. Say it out here. And dare anybody to prove us wrong. So the Most High wants you to claim things not when, it's already being done. He wants you to claim it beforehand. He wants you to have faith that what he says is true. He wants you to claim things before. Just like when Elijah was out there battling those priests of Mahan. And he's over there talking shit. Yeah, hey, man, build that up, man. Hey, get that stuff ready. See if you guys can get that, if they're going to come, if the Most High is going to get that ready for you. He's going to make that burn for you. You can go first. Go ahead and set up your altar. Go ahead and cut yourselves and do all that stuff. Why is that? Because he had faith that the Most High was going to definitely take care of his altar. He wants you to have faith like that. See, that's the kind of faith you have to have. And these people don't have any of that. They don't say anything about anything. Except now they're all crying because look, you guys, again, you're in the middle. You're in the middle. It's not that hard now. You should be able to see it. You're in the middle. You wanted to be up top with Esau. And now that Esau's now at the bottom, he is at the bottom. If he's not at the bottom, tell him to go hang out at noon o'clock today and keep hanging out every day at noon out here with all this radiation, with all this UV radiation. And let's see how long his ass will last. Tell him to talk about that. Tell him to explain that silver tsunami and all that money he was about to enjoy and inherit. And you vassals were going to inherit too. See, it ain't just him. It was also you vassals and you blassals. You thought you were going to inherit all this stuff too. And then hide behind black. Oh, well, black people, all black people don't believe that. Hey, all you people going into them churches, giving all that money to them churches. You were able to, when we had those huge fires out here in California, and in those areas, there were certain areas where like a lot of black people had homes for a couple generations. How'd they get those generations? You hear, such and such was a police officer. Such and such was a firefighter. Oh, Blassels. Oh, okay, I get it. All right, cool. Now I know how they got, they had houses and are free and clear and passing them down from generations. I said, how could a black person get a loan when they were explicitly told that these people couldn't get loans? So the only people that they kind of like, looked away from and allowed them somehow to buy certain things would be Blassels for the most part. Right? So let me play a little bit more of this, just the start of this dude's. I can't listen to it too much because, listen to a Hamite trying to tell, got his Africa hat on, probably sitting over in Africa, telling us about how it was between blacks and Latinos and how we suffered the same things. I was like, bro, how the hell do you, how would you know what the hell we're suffering when you're over in Africa? How would you know the relationship between blacks and Latinos from Africa? That vitamin D, the deliverance.
Latinos. I know. Please make sure you subscribe on my videos for you to watch good videos. Now, today I'm going to talk about Latinos. I know as black people, we have something with Latinos. First, we have our differences with Latinos. Second, we have our similarities with Latinos. Similarities is that we are all going through the same oppressor. We are all facing the same issues. Talk about voter suppression. Talk about police brutality. Talk about mass incarceration. Talk about, name it, every struggle that black people are going through in United States. Latinos are going through the same, under the same oppressor. But we have our own.
That is a damn lie. All the same oppressions that black people have gone through, Latinos are experiencing. That is a lie. I'm just telling you, you got to go. Look, oppression didn't just start in 2025. Oppression did not just start in 2025. We need to talk about the oppression from when these Spaniards got here. You need to talk about that when they got here, right, Shawnee? Remotely from Africa, right? Who did the Spaniards go after when they got here? Did they go after Latinos? If they're setting up laws in 1502 in Haiti that Negroes were chattel slavery, how in the hell then are you trying to say that Latinos went through the same thing? The Bartolome de las Casas said, go and enslave the black people. Don't enslave the Native American, the Latino, well, the natives. But we already know the natives are also going to be Chinos as well as whoever else. There was no such thing as a Latino. Latinos are mixed between the native people and the Spaniards that were here. That's why they can look like, and as well as you didn't bring Chinos into it. It's like you got a big melting pot. So again, that whole thing saying that we all go through the same things and suffer the same things through the oppressor, we have the same oppressor, is a lie, because their oppressor loved them enough to give them the opportunity to join their churches and get things actually getting treated somewhat the same, have somewhat some protections under the law. The only people that did not have protections under the law were so-called Negroes, not Hamites. And many of our own people said, I don't want to go through the curses. I will be a slave to the white man and a Vassal and be used by him to pretty much control the rest of us. I will do that in order to get some benefits. Prove it wrong, Kenyan Beast, and any of you other Hamites that keep running your mouths, talking, playing videos from over here. Show us how they went through slavery with us. Now again, there's gonna be people in every country, in every land, that are our people, and they're gonna look like sometimes other nations. But the most, you know who the one that really knows who's who is the Most High. He's the one that's going to awaken or connect people together. Because again, that's why I showed you guys videos yesterday of the black woman. I don't know if she's from the islands or whatever else, but she was all pro white man. So you can already tell, Vassals sold out. There you go. Vassals sold out. I was watching 12 Years a Slave, just like that one slave who was like with the white dude, with the white master. I said, you don't think we have a lot of that going on? So again, this dude fixing his mouth to say we've all suffered the same, because you're looking at what's going on today. You're looking at what's going on today. And remember, these are the same people that you don't hear them saying, hey, we've all gone through the same things, because we're going to say, wait a minute. Well, if we've gone through the same things, then why have you been so racist towards us for as long as I can remember? If we've all gone through slavery the same and everything else, why was it when it was Black History Month and it was talking about, slavery and other people, y'all didn't say, yeah, that was us too? How come Latinos would say, oh yeah, we went through slavery too, we should be getting our month, or we should be part of, February and Black History Month, because we went through all the same stuff. We're black. Exactly. Confess your true reasoning for speaking on things you know nothing about, Ham. Right, Shawnee Destiny? Exactly. Exactly. So please show me how we all went through all the same stuff together. Because like I said, that's not true at all. So I'm gonna play our part just so we know where this dude's coming from.
Similarities is that we are all going through the same oppressor. we are all facing the same issues. Talk about voter suppression, talk about police brutality, talk about mass incarceration, talk about, name it, every struggle that black people are going through in United States. Latinos are going through the same, under the same oppressor. But we have our own difference because Latinos are being seen as model or modern minority, like because they are brown skin, their color gives them advantage than black people, and our differences.
Yeah, this dude, like I said, so just to understand, like I said, that's how Esau's using it. And the thing is, it's funny because I'm like, yeah, you talking about vassal oppression. You Hamites, you can say that and it'd be kind of true because it's blassel and vassal oppression from white people. But don't think that goes with us. Yes, the vassals and the blassels are oppressed by the so-called white man to a point. Yes, that is true. But that is not, that's about Hamites and all the other groups, all the other immigrants. That's your struggle with the Edomites. Our struggle is totally different, but that's how you try to get us into it all. That's what you guys did when you guys got the benefits from the civil rights movement. Oh, we all have had it bad. So, but again, the vassals and the blassels were the ones that got the benefits and not us. And that's exactly how y'all be hating on us for so long, and all of a sudden now y'all want to talk like we need to come together, and that we've all been going through this with all exactly the same oppression. I mean, last time I checked, you Hamites, you still got your countries over there. You guys can still go over there. You guys can stay over there. You guys still have your own lands over there. But then you're going to talk about how we've all gone through the same oppression over here. How? How do you even fix your face to even say some stupid shit like that? There was some other clown that was making videos. He could barely even string a sentence together, but he's showing videos and trying to give his breakdown. I'm like, who the hell wants your breakdown? You have nothing to do with this. Right, Princess Lee? Suddenly they found a voice. Right, as Harrison, right, affirmative action, DEI, we fought the hardest, and then they benefited the most, exactly. But see, now those benefits are gone. Now, you're suffering the same things you watched us go through. You're barely scratching the surface. And don't worry, Esau, it's going to come for you the worst. It's just going after the vassals and blassels first. But it's going to be worse because it even tells you that in Isaiah 14. That there's a difference between what the vassals and blassels, yeah, they're going to have to pay too. But nothing as bad as Esau. Like I said, and a lot of our own people, they sold out too. So here's what it is. I'm gonna play a little bit of Sister Lisa's video. She was showing some of the videos of the people getting deported, or they were coming in and getting people from the, you hear all the wailing and the crying. I'm like, I was watching, what was I watching last night? 12 Years a Slave. And the sister who had her kids taken away from her, and now she was just crying and crying. And then the wife was like, oh, just get something to eat. You'll be better tomorrow. They'll soon be forgotten. I was like, bitch. I was like, okay. Mass deportations, save U.S.
No warrant! We do not have a warrant. We do not have a warrant.
Agentes de ICE arrestaron a familias enteras afuera de la Corte de Inmigración en San Antonio. Lo que antes era raro, hoy es sistemático. Los arrestos fuera de tribunales se han multiplicado.
Mi papá tuvo corte, la segunda corte.
So, but you guys gotta understand, like, hey, just comply. That's what y'all told us all the time. Why are y'all fighting? Why are y'all getting upset? That's what you guys told us when we told you how racist this society and this system is. Yes, it's not fair. It's not right. But you decided to join Psalms 83 when it was happening to us. I'm not the one that's doing this. This is the Most High making the people that you made a covenant with turn on you. The people seem to think that no one's ever going to have that system switch on them. We didn't believe it either when the Most High just warned us, hey, y'all keep messing up. I'm going to send someone over to your nation and they're going to destroy you. Yeah, Most High. Yeah, that's cool. Give me another beer. Yeah, Most High keeps warning us. Send us prophets telling us, don't do this. Don't do that. Come back to me. Listen to me. And we were like, yeah, Most High. Whatever. Give me another beer. I'm good. Just bring me another beer. We're good. He won't do that. Great Senior True Royal. He's not going to do that. Well, the Most High went ahead and sent the Edomites over. And they brought that stick and they destroyed our people. And we learned real quick. The Most High says he going to do something. If you don't do this, if you don't do that, if you don't come back to me, I'm going to send a base people against you who's not going to care about if you're old, young, female, kid. He don't care. And that's exactly what they did to us. And we told all of you, look, he's racist. He doesn't have a soul. He's going to do horrible things to you. And you guys said to us, yeah, well, you know what? He's cool to us right now. Hey, give me a beer. I need a beer. Give me a beer. Okay. And we kept telling y'all, dude, he gonna do the same thing to you. He gonna turn on you. Yeah, well, he hasn't yet. So give me another beer. Fuck you, nigger. Okay, all right. Yeah, hey, you know, we're getting to the end of our 400 years. 400 years? What are you talking about? We don't read the Old Testament. We don't read any of the Bible. So it doesn't matter. Hey, the white man said we're gonna be raptured up out of here. So hey, give me another beer. We're good. All right. Now, 2019, switch happened. Everything switched. Now people are like, this doesn't seem the same. This seems different. I don't know what, I can't put my finger on it, but it's different. And we're like, no, because we're the Israelites. We served our punishment. Now everything is switching. Ah, that's not it. Okay, all right, okay. What do we know? We only read and study. We're only the people of the book. We're the only ones that have the Holy Spirit who's come and given us this knowledge and understanding. But that's cool. Nah, I'm still going to church. I don't care what you say, man. Hey, I got a first communion and I'm gonna have a party. I'm gonna drink a lot of cerveza. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Okay, cool. You know, Asians coming over here. Hey, man, we're gonna buy this country. We're gonna own this country. We got 36 trillion. You guys owe us. We're gonna take this country over. All right, cool. Ish is like, hey, keep kicking me some money. Keep throwing me some money over here. I'm the people. We're the people. Keep giving me some money. Give me some money. Okay. Oh, yeah, those are the people over there. Look at that, man. They're so persecuted. Oh, man. Okay, we got to keep taking care of them. And we're just like, all right, whatever. All right. Pluto hit. Pluto hit January 10th. All of a sudden, shit is just like real quick. Everything is just going straight down the tubes. Now, all of a sudden, this white man y'all love so much has now switched everything up. He switched everything up. All the shit he was doing to us, he had all these laws already set up to go against you. He had all these laws already set up against you. But he didn't execute them until we went back to the Most High on January 10th when Pluto came around and we manifested, Most High, we want to be the head again. We want to be the head again. Please make Esau and all of Psalms 83, the Vassals and the Vassals, the tail. And y'all just, oh man, Trump's on Trump. Y'all voted for Trump. Trump's going to come in. Trump's going to make America great again. Trump's going to fix everything so that, the white man's on top and we're always as close to white people as possible. All right, cool. All of a sudden now you're in June and now look at you. Hey, we need to come together, black people. Man, we've all been under the same oppression. We've been under the same oppressor and the same oppression. He's hated us just like you. And we're like, really? Too late, bruh. You can cleave if the Most High wants you to cleave, but that's about it. We did not go through the same things. We're not going to be going, all we were raised up the same. That's not going to happen. Exactly. You guys thought this was a game, but this is not a game. Now y'all running from Trump. I regret my vote. You should be regretting the vote that your ancestors did, because this is not just about what you guys did in November. This is about what your ancestors did by voting to say, hey, I'm not black, I'm white, and I want the benefits of being white in the 1500s and the 1600s and the 1700s. This is a very long, Most High has a very long record of you guys voting to be white and screwing over his people. No one says restore to our people, but you other nations got restored. A little bit, but enough. So you made a covenant with the fallen, right, Donald Kimbrough? Exactly. And now that bill is due. And now all of a sudden you're seeing people, like I said, that's what our women were doing when they were crying and yelling, and our men were doing the same thing when our children were sold. So I was just getting so pissed off watching 12 Years a Slave yesterday. And so I'm going to keep that girl because, hey, she's not like these other, big-lipped black women. We're going to keep her for some fun. That's what they were doing. That's what they were doing. Selling the father off here and, the man off over there. And then telling that really pissed me off when they got to the house and she said, oh, because you're just crying. Oh, you'll be better. Here's some food and your kids will soon be forgotten. I was like, you remember that shit, because that woman is going to be back here again. And I'm sure the Most High went ahead and made sure you have a bunch of kids too, so that when this switch happens and all of a sudden all your kids are all sold off, someone can say the exact same shit to you. Oh, don't worry, man. Just, hey, have this happy meal. Don't worry, your kids will soon be forgotten. Your kids will soon be forgotten. Don't worry, we're gonna work your ass so hard. We're gonna work you to death. We're gonna work you so much you won't have time to think about those kids. So that is why you're seeing these switches. So don't let anybody else tell you that, oh, it's just because Trump. No, it has nothing to do with Trump. Is just the vessel that's being used by the Most High to get the ball started. The ball is just barely getting started. The Most High is barely getting going. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And again, as you see, all of the trolls that come, they got nothing to say. They got nothing to say about the information. They got nothing to say about scripture. Got nothing to say about history. Just dumb comments. if I was you, I would be totally terrified. If these people are the heads and the tops and the smart ones and the smartest people in the room, and they won't even say a word to someone like myself. I don't have a PhD. I don't have all the books at the Vatican at my disposal. But what I do have is the Holy Spirit, and as you can see, she is better than all of those things. She is better and more profitable to us than any book and any school and any understanding you could get. So it's great hanging out with you. Go to my TikTok channel, because I'm actually putting videos on my TikTok channel that I'm not always putting up over here right now. Let me see if I can get it real quick so you guys can check it out. If you guys want to see more, let me see. Well, I'm trying to find it. You guys can look it up. Since they took the other one down, do other videos over there. You guys can go check those ones out. And thank you to everybody again that supports the channel. We appreciate you. And don't forget to continue to be consistent, like we talked about months ago. You know, I said this is not the time to not be consistent. I said, because as you can see, the Most High is out here showing you who you're supposed to be supporting, who you're supposed to be giving prayers to, supporting any way that you possibly can. I said, because the Most High is showing you who has the truth, who these other nations can't come against. You see what I'm saying? I do have Instagram, but I haven't been doing stuff on my Instagram as much. You know what I'm saying? So just understand, like I said, that be consistent, like we talked about before. You know, I said, we're already showing you the people that you are supposed to be supporting. People have supported these other horrible churches all their lives. It has been done nothing for them whatsoever. Who's led them astray this whole time. And again, this is how you support, and this is how you build up for the kingdom. Most I always says, what? I'm going to ask you, what did you do for my people? And that is how you build up in the kingdom. Had nothing to do with going to church and giving all these other people your money. Had nothing to do with that whatsoever. And as I've been watching Greenleaf on whatchamacallit, Greenleaf on Netflix. It's just like, you just see how much of a business it's been. And none of these people are talking about any of these end days prophetic things. They're still talking about white Jesus coming to save you, white Jesus coming to give you the rapture, and how you need to love everyone so they can muddy the waters again with more people. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to muddy the waters so that Hamites can come here and tell you that Latinos and blacks have been going through the same things this whole time, and that we have the same oppressors, when they go to church and they've been supporting these oppressors all the way until today. They're supporting them so much that, you know, they got all this money where they can pay off the people their priests have been raping. And then I've asked people, say, oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know that was happening. Oh yeah, you knew. You just turned a blind eye. But that's okay. You know, I says your silence is compliance. And the Most High is going to remember all of that. Much love, family. Shalom.